Get out of the dumpster and get on the ground.
5's clear of the cemetery. I don't have any movement inside there at all. And the headstones are all neatly in a row, so I don't see anything out of place at all there.
Hey, Transparency fans, I'm bringing you this story. This happened 11/28 of 2020 by the St. Paul police. They shot a naked, unarmed man coming out of the dumpster. I'm going to show you a couple videos that I've seen on it, and you know, this guy. I mean, he had attacked his ex-girlfriend with a knife, and then he crashed a car, and then he fled and hid in a dumpster, and then basically the officers were calling him out of the dumpster about where this video picks up. I'll show you the video, and I'll shut up.
Get out of the dumpster and get on the ground. Joseph, come on out. Climb out of the dumpster. There you go. Go run! Get down! Go! Show your hands! Show your hands! Get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off me!
There's this guy hiding behind the car over here. The dog is definitely chewing on his leg. And then all these officers over here, this officer with the camera backed up quite a bit. So now all the officers start coming off this hill right here. I'm not sure if this was the officer that backed up that was firing. Maybe, because I've seen him lower his gun. So look at all these officers on the hill here. This guy's still getting chewed on by the dog. Now she's saying, don't tase the person when there's a dog chewing on him. Basically. So I mean, this is just quite the cluster. And to be honest, I had met the officer that deployed his taser before. We have had some running-ins. I think one point in my past, he talked about how I'm mad at my dad. So
you're not mad at me. You're mad at your dad.
Oh my God!
You know, I've met this guy before. He's an interesting fella. So now let's move over to let's listen to the chief talk about this incident. And this never really got popular. 487 views. That's not much. So I mean, on Care 11 they have that many subs. Like,
this video is incredibly difficult to watch.
So let's just watch this real
because
quick.
I know lives have been altered. A person has been shot. A community is feeling the effects of an officer-involved shooting. An officer who has served honorably in the past has had his life changed forever. And when I ask myself if the officer's actions on Saturday night were reasonable and necessary, the only answer I can come up with is no. As police officers, we have a duty to use force only when required. We must balance the risk to our community, our colleagues, and to ourselves. Wearing the badge of the St. Paul Police Department is a privilege and it's an honor, and it comes with great responsibility and authority. That authority can only be granted by the community we serve. My job as your chief is to hold this department accountable to the tough standards, the high standards of the St. Paul Police Department for our community, as well as the officers who have the honor of wearing this badge. Today, that's what I'm doing. In closing, I want to say two things. To our community, I want you to know the women and men of the St. Paul Police Department, our officers, our sergeants, commanders, civilians, my executive leadership team who are with me today, we are entirely committed to delivering trusted service with respect. We're committed to transparency, accountability, and living the values and doing what's right every day and without exception. To our officers within the St. Paul Police Department who serve the city with grace, humility, and bravery, know that the commitment I made to you on day one remains in stone. If your actions are reasonable and necessary, I will always have your back. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Mayor Carter, who will say a few words. Again, thank you for being here today, and thank you for your time. I'm sorry, at this point, I'm not legally allowed to answer any questions, but thank you very much for the question.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you all for being here. And I want to thank you specifically for your ongoing partnership and the leadership of our St. Paul Police Department and for our entire community and city. This is clearly not a happy occasion that brings us together. But one thing I know that we all agree on is that we owe our community, our residents, and our officers the highest standard of professionalism, of accountability, and of transparency at all times. That's a standard that our St. Paul Police Department has been known for. It's a standard we are known for, and it's a standard that we will forever be known for. We know that we send our officers into some tough circumstances. We know that they work hard, serve us well, and they have a tough job. That job is only made tougher if our community members have any doubt of that high bar, that high standard we hold ourselves to. That's why our continued work in St. Paul, that's why our partnership is so critically important. That's why we're working closely to ensure the safety of our city, to envision our approaches to public safety, and ensure that our entire community knows that we hold ourselves accountable to the highest levels of accountability and transparency. My heart is with everyone involved in this tragic scene. My heart is with the officers on scene and every member of our St. Paul Police Department families whose lives, whose work is impacted. My heart is with our community members who see this video and will inevitably have to process the trauma of seeing something like this play out in our community. And my heart is with our leaders, both Chief Axtell and all of us, as we chart the path forward for our community. I appreciate the level of accountability. I appreciate the level of transparency. As we know here in St. Paul, we have taken that seriously. And as we've had officer-involved shootings in the past, we have sought to, in the full interest of transparency, to get a video out to make sure that people can understand fully what happened. And I appreciate your dedication to that level of ongoing transparency. The trust that flows between our community members and our law enforcement officers is sacred, and we owe it to all of us to protect, to prioritize, and to strengthen that trust at every possible turn. I thank you, Chief Axtell, for doing that today, even when that's not easy to do. This is work that my administration will continue in partnership with Chief Axtell, with our officers, and with our community. And to all those who join us in this work, we stand with you in building this pathway.
Man, I like that pin. That's a pretty sweet pin on his lapel there. The canine officer is actually, I don't know if you noticed, she's like hiding. I think this is her. She's hiding behind this other guy. I don't know if that's like, if that's just, you know, a normal tactic. But I'm pretty sure that's her with the big voice. Let's see. Yeah, because you can see her like using her lungs there. That's probably her, I think. Right there. No taser. Dog. Now she's mad. Yeah, that's her using her lungs. That's definitely her. So yeah, she hid behind this dude. And I'm not sure, this might be the one dude that likes to carry his long gun around. I'm not sure who shot here, if it was the camera guy. Does it look like the camera guy was shooting here? So the camera guy's right on the corner here. I imagine he has his... No, so there's another dude in front of him who probably would not be the one shooting. I have no idea who's shooting there. This guy fell down. Alright, so at the end of this, I've acquired the audio logs between dispatch and the officers. I have edited them down, the long pauses out, so you won't hear as many long pauses as if you choose to watch it. It is interesting. You can hear the canine handler telling everybody to stand down and let the dog do the work. And I don't know if that is normal protocol or what, but it definitely affected the outcome of the situation.
Copy. I understand he's wanted for 1033 and per 208. I believe, aggravated domestic assault and false imprisonment. 516, copy. Thank you. You're welcome, 2106.
A person came up to me at Able and Jessamine and said that approximately 3 houses to the east of me, she heard a very large bang coming from the alley, and she comes to me wondering if anybody was running on foot.
Copy, 532. Can I have your location again?
I'm at Jessamine and Able. Straight to, we got him in the alley here, over by Magnolia, by the funeral home. I think he just went in the dumpster.
2004, we're at that way. 2108.
We're holding to another squad.
Copy, 280. Sorry. 280 with less lethal. Can you have there?
437, you guys want to come to the alley, the alley, and get the north entry? Yep.
273, we're at the north. Ready to go.
7-4, we are a half block away with canine.
Sure, open up and close. And we saw the male.
Strike 2, switch over to 2. If we want to have a car go to the alley right where the funeral home is, block that off. Okay. Boy, then we have pepper ball if needed.
Strike 2. He's yelling that he's got a gun. He is in the dumpster, just inside there. There are 2 vehicles in the back. We could get somebody to call into there, make sure nobody comes out of that funeral home. 625, we're just coming from the north. You hold it.
2110. 834, if anyone with left lethal or pepper ball is coming, have them come west in the alley south of Magnolia. We have eyes on them from this location and have cover. They can approach this way. What, and then we have pepper ball.
He's closed the dumpster lid. I'm still trying to talk him out.
188, we have 40. Yep, pepper ball I'm seeing here. Yep, we're just on the south. Alright. We're going to need it right where Officer Calagios come find me. Behind a big oak tree. Alright, we're coming around this house now. 208, we got 40 millimeter over here in the north part of the alley by the dumpster.
County 4 mil, north part of the alley, 2112.
180, we're code 4, one in custody.
Copy, code 4, 1 in custody at 2113.
Squad, can you block the entrance in the Bradshaw there, right onto Rice Street?
49, we're going to deploy pepper ball just so everybody's aware. Copy, deploying pepper ball 2113.
625, if he does come out running, do not chase. Do not get in front of the dog.
625, copy. If he comes out running, squads do not chase and do not interfere with the dog. 2114. At 2114.
625 again, if he comes out and runs, do not chase after him.
Copy. Again, for squad 65 that dies, if he runs, do not chase him. 29.
If there's anybody on trim or not over here that does have pepper ball with them, if they can meet us on Rice over here, we would need to get some more rounds. 054, pepper ball, 40 me. Maybe we have somewhere on scene too.
189, can 254 come down Cook to meet you at Rice? Is that okay? From the cemetery. 273 says.
189.
189.
If there's anybody on trim or not over here that does have pepper ball with them, if they can meet us on Rice over here, we would need to get some more rounds. 054, pepper ball, 40 me. Maybe we have somewhere on scene too.
189, can 254 come down Cook to meet you at Rice? Is that okay? From the cemetery. 273 suspect running.
Fired. Start medics.
Copy. Shots fired. Starting medics 2118.
Get them on Rice, please. Get them on Rice and Cook. Rice and Cook.
Copy at 2118.
So that medics in.
273, who is shot?
Alley, let's move those squads.
833, all cops are good. Send medics up, code 4.
833, I copy. All cops are good, and the medics are for the suspect.
Correct.
Copy, 2119.
Strike 2, you can direct medics to come into the parking lot. Funeral home. 189, we need somebody that was... 189, we're going to need a squad that wasn't here on scene to be monitoring officer.
Squad 32, what do you need me?
Squad 273, where exactly are medics needed? Copy, behind 1078 Rice Street at the funeral home. Behind. Copy.
5167, come through the parking lot from Story Street. Do that quicker.
Strike 2, have medics come in through the funeral home entrance. Squad at the funeral home entrance, back off so that medics can come straight in through there.
Strike 2, copy. Medics are coming in through the funeral home entrance from Rice Street. Squads to back off to let the medics in. 2121. Strike 2, do you want county cars to assist on this?
Negative, no more help is needed.
Copy, 2121.
What's ETA and medics?
696, I can hear him coming from down front.
Eyes, show me and 39 on that central call.
Copy at 2121.
Here to channel 3, clear.
Channel 3 is clear.
Copy, any east car that is not on scene on the central incident. They say they're good, no need for help, but if you need east cars for calls in central, feel free.
Copy, thank you. 2122.
Get out of the dumpster and get on the ground. Joseph, come on out. Climb out of the dumpster. There you go. Go run! Get down! Go! Show your hands! Show your hands! Get the fuck off me! 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 Get down! Get down! With the gun! Move up!
625 again. If he comes out and runs, do not chase after him.
Copy. Again, for squad 65 advised if he runs, do not chase him.